What's going on, travelers? Mayara here. Today I'd like to address a concern that I believe many players have regarding Genshin Impact, the Resin system. Now if you're new to the game or haven't played it yet, Resin is basically the stamina you have in games. It regenerates at a fixed rate, and without it, you cannot receive rewards from domains and bosses, even though you can still technically do them. I've seen countless comments and even videos of people saying that the Resin system is ruining the fun of the game for them. So I felt like I had to take the time to talk a little bit more about this topic. So basically, what people are saying is that Resin recharges too slowly, and there's not enough content for them. As things are now, Resin regenerates once every 8 minutes. With this rate, clearing a domain will cost you almost 3 hours of time, while bosses would cost you a little more than 5 hours worth of Resin. Now here's why I think the Resin system should not be changed. First of all, the argument was that players who have grinded the game non-stop have reached high adventure rank levels and have unlocked the entire map and also collected all the oculi. And the only way for them to progress is to use those resins to continue grinding more adventure rank EXP. To this, I'd like to point out that this is only applicable to the more hardcore players, maybe the top 10 to 20% of players. The majority of the players are still figuring the game out, exploring the map, and some players haven't even started their game because they're still busy rerolling for their best character. Now, I'm saying this because I belong to the group of players who have grinded their ass off, collecting all the oculi and tryharding on raising my AR. Guys, it's entirely our own fault for grinding for 2 weeks straight, using various tools to snipe oculi and chests to farm adventure EXP. It is not the game's fault for quote-unquote not having enough content. I mean, come on guys. We've played non-stop for 2 weeks straight. In fact, I'm amazed by the fact that this game even still lets us help our friends out, without having to spend resins just to carry them in bosses for rewards that we don't need. Secondly, increasing the resin regeneration rate doesn't automatically equate to more content. It just means more mindless grinding on domains for adventure EXP. Would you consider repeating the same thing that you're doing, just more times, as extra content? That's why if you truly want to be ahead of everyone else, you have to spend Primo Gems topping up your resin. Oh, and while we're at it, don't even mention increasing the top-up limit for resin. That just increases the gap between whales and free-to-play players. Lastly, the game has tons, and I mean tons of content available for free. And it's really up to you if you want to experience it or not. For example, when doing daily commissions or daily bosses, I sometimes choose to just walk to my next destination instead of teleporting. Why am I wasting this time? Because while on the way from point A to point B, I may find chests that I haven't found before, or NPCs to talk to that I haven't spoken to before. These are the things that you won't be able to experience when you just speedrun the entire game and only choose to unlock the major content. We know how easy it is to get sidetracked in this game. It's not easy to just focus on getting from one point to another. I guarantee you'll find something interesting on the way and be distracted, be it chests, sealies, or even just plants and ores that you might need for your ascension. Of course, I understand the pain. Having to wait for your resin to recharge just to progress in the game makes the game feel boring. I'm there with you, I get it. But sometimes, taking the game slow doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Slow progress still beats no progress, right? In fact, I just spent my last weekend literally walking around the entire map just to explore. It's really fun, especially if you do it with a friend. So for the players like myself, who have completed their major story quests and are finding things to do on Genshin, I suggest just taking it slow for a while. Explore the map for a little bit while you're on your daily grind. We still have a long way until the next region drops, so take your time. There's really no need to rush. With that, I've said my piece. If you agree with what I said, do consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. It really helps out a small channel like mine. Until then, safe travels and I'll see you in the next one.